Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Kendall. If you're not, welcome back to my channel, y'all. So we are in the Earthy Moon Garden. If you don't know, I am in a very urban setting. I live in a mobile home park. So it's very, very, very urban. A lot of people around us and everything like that. I grow in grow bags and in totes, and I am expanding to grow in actual raised beds, but that's a whole nother project for later. I am also in, I believe, either zone 8A or 7 something. I'm not exactly sure because I just looked it up earlier and I thought I was 8A, but I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. So I'll put it up in the screen to make sure I'm right. I think that's my intro. I'm not sure. It's been a little minute. But anyway, the point of this part of the video is I want to go ahead and harvest my potatoes. I did one bag for TikTok. I'm doing this other bag for y'all. This is the little harvest that I just got. This is my first one and I'm so happy. This is my first time actually successfully growing potatoes. This is my second year gardening and it has been it's more successful, long story short, because first time I didn't get shit. So definitely more than what I put in. Definitely got some small ones. Yeah, to me this looks bad. Okay, the other bag was a lot worse. These are from, well, this is just from the other bag that I had, and as you can see I had more time. But I have like some really small ones. I still may take these off, I'm not sure, but I had more time. Don't have a box, just gonna use my mat. And in the second bag and in this bag there's ants in here, but it's not a whole lot to where like I feel like I shouldn't do this right now. I see more potatoes. I think I'm gonna try to go ahead and dump it out. I probably shouldn't have gone and dumped it out. This is not what I did the first time. Here's our first potato out of this bag. Nice. The way I did it the first time was a lot simpler than this, so I do apologize. I just got overly excited because I thought this bag will at least have more. A harvest is still a harvest when I say that, but still very grateful for the fact that I even got a potato harvest this year, since it being my second year getting potatoes. No, my first year getting potatoes, excuse me. Let me go ahead and pull this so we can get this out the way. Potatoes. Lost. It's a decent little size too. I don't really mind that they're small. But I do have some more potatoes in the house anyway that I can go ahead and start. I think I might go ahead and, I don't know if I'm gonna do it today. I'm not gonna sit here and say I am and I don't. Another potato. That's pretty much it for this part of the video because I have other things I need to do and I need to go ahead and do them now because the time is very much ticking and I'm about to go ahead and put this back in the bag. But my first little potato harvest. So pretty. I'm so happy. Like, no matter how big or small the harvest, I'm still gonna be very grateful for it. Love me some potatoes. I've been saying I wanted some potatoes for the longest time, y'all. Been saying I wanted for so long. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up and do what I gotta do, and I'll see you whenever. I am in the garden. I am just really in the mood just to be out here just so I can get some things done. I've really been in the mood to really bother with the garden too much. I come out here a lot just to look and just to observe and see like what's going on. But I always put it to the back of my mind, like I need to get out here just to get the things out the way. I'm just like, okay, since I'm in the mood, since I'm working on my sleep schedule, since I'm doing a lot of things, let me go ahead and just get out here and do what I need to do. I already made like some notes in my head about what I need to do and what I'm going to do. I need to make some space. because I have a lot of things. I just sowed some more seeds for pretty much everything, like, you know, peppers, cucumbers, all the things, because some of them didn't come up, or the location that I had the pots and stuff, they weren't in the best location anyway, so I understand that part. But anyway, let me go ahead and get started with what I need to do. First thing I'm gonna work on is the bags, because I need to make some space. Some of this stuff needs to come out anyway. I believe that the garlic is ready to come out. Look at it. just look at it. I really feel like it's ready to come out. So garlic's coming out. This cabbage right here, didn't even get to it. Honestly, once I really wasn't really paying attention to the garden like that. So I'm just like, okay, I saw it getting eaten up. I stopped caring. So anyway, let me go ahead and get this. I already knew that was going to happen. I already have a feeling that some of this I'm going to have to dig up. Hey y'all, welcome back. So this portion of the video is going to be the last bit before I close out. I wanted to show y'all what I am planting this year, other than, like, you know, fruits and vegetables. Not doing that in this video. I'm going to show you the medical seeds that I got from Walmart. So this is the pack that I got. I seen this last year, but I really was just really getting into gardening. So, and it's like $30-something just for this pack, and I just didn't do it last year. So this year I saw it again. I'm like, let me go ahead and grab it, and let's go ahead and get into like my herbalist bag, because that's what I'm trying to do. I really want to be a herbalist for the family, the healer of the family. You know, that's something I'm really passionate about. I see, like, I'm a nurturer. That's the type of person that I am. So it just makes sense for me to do this. So anyway, this is an herbal or medical herb garden seed collection. There's 36 healing plant varieties for your garden in this pack. All of them are open pollinated, heirloom seeds, proven varieties, non-GMO, non-hybrid. And again, there is 36 seeds in here. I'm not going to be doing all the seeds in this video, and I'm not doing all the seeds in general, because some of the seeds I have that come in this pack I already have. So why are you being weird? Anyway, talking to my child. But anyway, some of the seeds I already have. So I separated the ones that I already have and the ones that I am going to be planting. So just go ahead and jump in to what I'm planting first. I did have peppermint pulled out, but I already have peppermint outside, or I already have the seeds that are already open, so I'm not going to open the pack. I'm going to be doing white sage. Now, another thing is I do have sage outside. I have 2 different varieties of sage that I got from Walmart, I think. Do I know them off the top of my head? No, I do not. But I do have sage outside. One is thriving. The first few times that I did it, it didn't work, or I don't know why. yeah, first, I'm still a beginner. Still a beginner. I have sage, and then there's another pack of sage in here too. So I'm gonna be doing, I want a lot of sage. I love the smell of sage. But this again is white sage. Nothing. With the peppermint that I showed y'all, I am gonna look for something else that I want to try to grow. Like I said, I already have peppermint. One of the things I'm really excited about, is a few of them, there's a lot of them I'm excited about to grow, but one of them, and the other one is up next, is feverfew. Now, another thing is, I have to do research on everything that I have, and then some other ones too. But I did write them down last night, and I do plan on researching them. The books that I have, I need to get some more books because they don't have all the herbs that I have in my possession right now. So, of course, I have Google. Of course, I have YouTube, TikTok, you know, all that. So, yeah. Next is toothache plant, and this is one of the ones I'm really excited about growing. So, prime example, my brother always has a toothache, and I'm just like, instead of trying to go the pharmaceutical route, let's try to find something that's like herbal, you know, natural, right? So when I got this, when I saw that this was in a pack, I'm like, yes, gotta get it, gotta get that. Next is lemon mint. I know Asia talks about this. I'm not gonna say a lot, but I know she talked about it a few times, and she talks about how good the tea is. So I'm really excited for the tea. She put me onto basil tea. That is shit so good. That shit is so fucking good. And then I know I smelled lemon balm for the first time. Lemon balm smells so good. It's chamomile smells so good. Like, I have just harvested some chamomile outside yesterday, and I knew I smelled like a little scent when I first like started messing with it, but when I actually harvested it yesterday, I'm like, you smell so good. Yes, ma'am. And this is the other pack of sage. So I am going to have, I have a whole idea. I'm not going to tell y'all about like my plans for how I'm going to do my garden, because I'm still working out the kinks in my garden, but I do plan on having, like, you know, a herb section. Drew a long as, anyway, but I do plan on having like an herb section. I will say I do have ideas for, like, you know, putting my herbs and flowers in like towers, but I'm not exactly sure yet. I thought about doing it in totes. Like, you did see the video or the part where I just have like one tote that is like strictly herbs, and that's the plan. But I'm still also, like, you know, trying to figure out other things. So yeah, anyway, like I said about the peppermint, I know I just said it again, but I am going to be looking for another pack of seeds that I can just swap this out for, because like I said, I already have peppermint, but I didn't list off the seeds that are in this pack, so I will try to hurry and do this. Some of the words I cannot pronounce, so I just have to put them on the screen. But anise, bergamot, black cumin, borage, calendula, catnip, cayenne pepper, chamomile, common sage, curled sorrel, don't know, echinacea, fennel, fenugreek, feverfew, holy basil, horehound, I think, hyssop, lamb's ear, lavender, lemon balm, lemon mint, lovage, marjoram, marshmallow, motherwort, worts, how, oats. That's so fucking stupid. Anyway, oats, oregano, peppermint, red amaranth, sorrel, thyme, toothache plant, white sage, and yarrow. Now, the ones that I didn't say is, I want to say alfalfa. I don't know why I'm getting, I don't know. And a lint. So here are the ones that I couldn't pronounce. I'm not gonna say couldn't pronounce, but I'm not gonna say couldn't pronounce, but I just didn't want to butcher them. So there's that one. Just to show you again, this is what the pack looks like. Okay, so I think I figured out what I want to swap the peppermint for. I'm going to do motherwort. I think motherwort is good for like hormone imbalances, menopause. I do some research. The fuck? Yeah, these are the ones I'm going to be working on today. This is what I'm going to be planting today. The other ones I have to do off camera because I don't know where all my little pots are. I'm pretty sure I used them. I don't really understand how, but don't know where my little pots are. Like these, don't know where the rest of them are because I had like a whole bunch of them. And I even have these big ones. And I also have McDonald cups because I turned these into. I use these for like the little domes. I made like a little DIY greenhouse, whatever. Starting off with the sage because the seeds are bigger. Because I can already tell a good amount of the seeds that I'm working on today have very small seeds. And I just don't feel like I just got to go start with the big ones and work my way to the small ones. So since we're on the topic, hopefully, this is not going to be like, like a really, I don't know, at least doing something. But since we are on the topic of herbs, I wanted to see if anybody is also on the path to become a herbalist, like for whatever reason, for your family, for yourself, or how are you going about it? Are you going to school for it? Are you doing like the free route, self-taught route? How are you doing it? Because I would love to go the self-taught route. I'm having a hard time. I would love to go the self-taught route because I just don't feel like in a way like a lot of things needs to have. I don't know. I'd rather go to self-taught route. Long story short, because it's affordable, it's free. So I'm not saying that I wouldn't pay for the education, but I'd rather go the self-taught route first, get the books. So what books are you reading? I know Asia, and there's a few other people who I watch also, who's shown books of like what they use. I see a few books on, I think Google Books or something like that, Playbooks or something like that. These are a little bit smaller. This was the first pack that I did, and the white sage is what I'm doing now, and the seeds look a little different. But yeah, there's a few books that I see on, I think Playbooks or Google Books or something like that. I'm putting 2 in this one actually, and I want to get them, but I need to know if like what is a good buy. Long story short, I'm not going to post the pictures because I was thinking about showing y'all what I'm looking at getting, but I'd rather see y'all suggestions first before I throw out like what I'm thinking about getting, just so I can see your options first. I don't know, but and another reason why I'm trying to get into being an herbalist, because pharmaceutical things, like the way that me and my family are, more so like me and my mom and brother, we are trying to go the more natural route. These are very small. Okay, I'm working on feverfew, and this low-key reminds me of mullein because I have mullein growing outside too. I have mullein and lamb's ear. That's what I forgot to mention. I have lamb's ear outside too. I have a few other herbs outside, but these are small. This really reminds me of, I have a favorite one too. This really reminds me of mullein. And some other herbs that I have outside. I'm gonna have to broadcast this. I can already tell. It says like with this one, you can either direct sow outside. Yeah, I'm doing it like this. So pretty much what I'm going to do is broadcast it a little bit. I have another question. What made you want to be a gardener? Like, is it just because you always been interested into it and you just never really did, and then you saw everybody else doing it, you just finally got on, like you just finally was just like, let me go and try my hand at it? Or knowing how the world is, are you just in like, you're making this garden like a survival type of garden? Like, is this like a survival type of thing? Or you just want like to stop buying groceries, like some groceries? Like, what is the reason for y'all to have your garden? Because I know for me personally, it's definitely because I don't really want to have to keep buying the stuff that we can literally grow in our backyard. The stuff that we can't do, then of course we just can't do it. But like the stuff that we can do, like tomatoes, cucumbers, and stuff like that, I'd rather go ahead and, like, try my hand at it before, I keep putting my money into somebody else's hands and they profit off of that. Like, when I could be doing it at home, I got the space for it. It's a very limited space, but I have the space for it. There's other ways. I'm working on motherwort right now, but I really wanted to have my own garden because, one, I wanted to try something. I'm really in like this phase where I am, wanting to try new things, like, explore and stuff like that. And this is another thing. Same thing like how it was for me with soap, and soap making turned into being like a therapeutic thing now. Like, honestly, if I wasn't like, trying to make my soap business a actual business, or like, profit off of it, then I would just make soap just because like it's just a thing I like to do. Same thing with gardening. It's just something at this point I really like to do. And fun fact, my grandmother on my mom's side had a garden. And it's just funny how like I'm the gardener now. And like my mom says it, my grandmother, her mom says it, like they always want to see like how the garden looks and everything. But yeah, I need to work on the garden. It's so hot in Georgia. Georgia is so hot right now, and it's not even July yet. So, but yeah. Another question I have is like, what are you growing now? Like, what is in your garden that is growing now, that is thriving now, that you're excited about, that's growing? Like herbs, fruits, or whatever. What are you trying to add on to it? Are you going to add some new beds? Are you going to add bags? Like, do you know what you're going to do for a garden? Are you a first-time gardener? Are you planning out your garden? I just have a lot of questions. Like, I really want to get to know y'all and grow with y'all, because like, there's a lot of things that I don't know. I don't want to come onto the channel and act like I know like what I'm doing, because I don't. So I would love, comments, like, helpful tips. Tell me about your day. Like, tell me about your day in the garden. Like, what did you do in the garden? Did you clean the garden? I really want to have I'm not gonna say family. I really want to have like, a bond with y'all, like in some type of way. Like, we can talk and everything, something like that. So yeah, like, tell me how your day in the garden is. Like, it is the time we're recording, or the day that I'm recording, if anything. It is Monday the 23rd, and I have not been outside. I mean, I had to get an order, but it is blazing outside, actually. Do I want to be outside in the garden? Hell no. That's exactly what it feels like. It feels like hell outside. So I don't want to even be in that. So I'm in the house. I need to fertilize. That is a chore that I need to do, that I put off. I need to fertilize. I need to get some sand because, like I said before, I'm working on the garden, and I need to get some sand because I have like some plastic black pallets now, opposed from the wood ones. And I can already see an issue with that because the plastic ones have gaps in them, and I am trying to find something to keep the weeds from going through. I do have some weed barrier, but I need to get some more. But I'm really thinking about like just getting the sand, honestly. But I'm not exactly sure yet, but we'll see. But anyway, I am on my last pack of seeds, and this last pack of seeds is the tooth eggplant seed, and the seeds are small. But anyway, I really appreciate y'all for sticking around and watching me work in the garden and in my room sowing these seeds. Hopefully I didn't talk your head off too much, and hopefully you actually enjoyed this video, just watching it, vibing with me. There's gonna be more like this. Like, I don't mind doing stuff like this. I really would love to have like a community with y'all, like a plant growing community. And funny thing is, I do have a gardening group on Facebook called Growers of Our Own, and it's Georgia based, but I might just make it to where it's like just everywhere, because I just feel like I don't want to limit it to just Georgia. So I don't know, but we're going to see how this, I don't know what to call it. Like, I want to say like herbal forest or something like that, because I do want to have my own apothecary, my own herbal space where I can just grow all herbs and tomatoes, special herbs, special tomatoes, gardening plants. Anyway, let me get off this. But yeah, like I was saying, I really appreciate y'all sticking with me, just talking with me, just watching me work, and like, just doing other things. I really hope that this video, or this part of the video, inspires you to get your herbal packs so you can start making your herbal, or growing your herbal forests or herbal plots, or whatever you want to call them, and build your own apothecary. Because I'm so serious. I really want to be the healer of my family and the healer of myself. I'm getting to the point in my life where I'm just like really focusing on healing, really focusing on myself. So I really feel like I need to do that within, inside out, with natural medicine that actually is medicine from the earth. But anyway, I really hope y'all enjoyed. I really hope that you stay. I really hope that you like, comment, and subscribe. Just show like some type of interest in the videos that I make. You don't have to do what you don't want to do. We're not going to force that over here. We're not. But I will see you in my next video, whenever that may be. Until then, bye y'all, and I really, really hope that you have a wonderful day today.